KKR versus RCB, the eliminator match. It is going to be a big day today because these two teams are colliding for the first time in this playoff stage, and it is going to be a big day today because the winning team gets a step closer to the finals while the losing team packs the bags and is out of the tournament. Now, in this very crucial match, how do you make your Fantasy 11 team? Stay with us till the end of this video where we give you the perfect analysis and a detailed analysis of RCB versus KKR. Hello and welcome to another video by Crictips. My name is Manthan, and in this video we are going to do the match analysis and a team prediction for KKR versus RCB. And before we give you the playing 11, let us look at some important statistics. Now, both of these teams have faced each other 29 times, out of which Kolkata Knight Riders has won 16 times and RCB has won 13 times. KKR seems to be in the dominating position. However, in the last 5 times when both of these teams collided, 4 times it was RCB that won the match. So RCB has an edge over here. However, in the second leg of the IPL, we have seen that when both of these two teams collided, KKR crushed RCB for just 92 runs and won the match by a margin of 9 wickets. The average first inning score between these two teams, as you can see on the graph, has always been ups and downs. Either the matches are low scoring or the matches could be as high as 180 to 200. So you cannot exactly predict what would be the score when these two teams collide against each other. This is a crucial match for both of these franchises. Number one for RCB. Now RCB has been waiting to lift their maiden IPL trophy since forever now. In the last season of the IPL, they got ruled out in this very eliminator match and ended up on the 4th position. On the other hand, for KKR, it is after the year 2018 for the first time they have qualified for the playoffs. So both of these teams are going to play for pride, and these were the statistics of KKR versus RCB. Now, the most important part of this video, which is the pitch report. This match is going to get played in the Sharjah International Stadium, where the average first inning score in the second leg of the IPL has been 137. Since eliminator is a high pressure match, we expect that the average score between these two teams would be anywhere between 120 to 140. The 7 matches that got played on this stadium in the second half of the IPL, it was 5 times that the team that chose to bat second has won the match. Toss will, however, play the crucial role, and this pitch favors Kolkata Knight Riders because they have won 2 matches on this pitch, while RCB has lost a match to Chennai Super Kings on this very pitch. Now let's talk about the wicket keepers. 2 wicket keeping options with you, Dinesh Karthik and KS Bharat. Now let's talk about it, each and every player. Number 1, Dinesh Karthik. Now he is not in good form. Dinesh Karthik has played 14 matches and has scored just 204 runs. Not a single innings that we can call big, and therefore Dinesh Karthik is the player whom we will not suggest in your Fantasy 11 team. The second wicket keeping option with you is the young KS Bharat for Royal Challengers Bangalore. In IPL 2021, KS Bharat has played 7 matches and scored 182 runs. KS Bharat plays with an average of 45, and never to forget, this is his maiden IPL. He plays with a strike rate of 130, and how can we forget the last time when RCB played Delhi Capitals? 78 runs not out, the match-winning knock, 6 on the last ball of Avesh Khan. He clearly overshadowed Glenn Maxwell, who was playing on the other side, and his high on confidence comes down to bat at 1 down and ahead of AB de Villiers and ahead of Glenn Maxwell. Captain Virat Kohli shows a lot of confidence on KS Bharat, and therefore he has to be there in your Fantasy 11 team. So those were the wicket keepers that we suggest you in your team. And now let's talk about the batsmen. Too many betting options for you. How do you pick the right choice? Be with us till the end of this video. Now, the batting options that are available to you are number 1, Devdutt Padikkal, Virat Kohli, Shubman Gill, Nitish Rana, AB de Villiers, Rahul Tripathi and Eoin Morgan. Now, the batsman that we will suggest you out of these players will be number 1, Devdutt Padikkal. In IPL 2021, Devdutt Padikkal has played 13 matches and scored 390 runs. He is one of the most consistent performers in the IPL. In his short IPL career of just 2 years, he has already hit 1 century and 650 plus scores. He scores at an average of 30 plus and has an highest opening partnership with Virat Kohli, which is 184 runs against Rajasthan Royals. Devdutt Padikkal is in good form. You can have him in your Fantasy 11 team. On such a crucial match, you can definitely not afford to lose Virat Kohli. Have Virat Kohli in your team without any doubt, because in IPL 2021, Virat Kohli has played 14 matches and scored 366 runs. By the way, Virat Kohli is the highest run scorer against Kolkata Knight Riders. In the 28 innings that Captain Kohli has played for RCB, he has scored 735 runs against KKR, which includes 1 century and 450 plus scores. Virat Kohli very successfully tackles players like Sunil Narine. Narine could only pick Kohli's wickets twice in the entire IPL. A strong batsman like Virat Kohli will definitely be useful when he has to face spin bowling. Crucial to play against Varun Chakravarti and Sunil Narine, because these two players are definitely going to bowl 8 key overs. So have Virat Kohli in your team without any doubt. The other batsman that we will suggest from KKR will be the young Shubman Gill. In IPL 2021, Shubman Gill has played 14 matches and scored 352 runs. He is in form since last 2 matches. Who was criticized for not being in form in the second half of the IPL? The very crucial 56 against Rajasthan Royals and 57 against Sunrisers Hyderabad clearly show his form. Shubman Gill will carry this confidence and form in the match against RCB. He plays against RCB with a strike rate of 134, which is higher than his IPL strike rate of 120. So therefore, Shubman Gill has to be there in your team. However, the option for Shubman Gill that we would like to give to the Crictips audience will be Nitish Rana. You can either choose between both of these players. And then the young player from KKR, Rahul Tripathi, has to be there in your Fantasy 11 team. In IPL 2021, Rahul Tripathi has played 14 matches and scored 377 runs. Rahul Tripathi plays with a strike rate of 143 in this season of the IPL, which is really marvelous. He is just 14 runs away from his career best 391, which is scored in 2017. The match-winning 74 runs not out against Mumbai Indians, a player with great batting capabilities. Now, if this player could score 74 against Mumbai Indians, then RCB has got a relatively weaker bowling lineup compared to MI, and therefore, when Rahul Tripathi would come down to bat at number 3, he would give you many more points with his batting capabilities and batting opportunities that he gets for his franchisee. So those were the batsmen that we suggested you in your Fantasy 11 team, and let's talk about the all-rounders. Both of these teams have got some of the world-class all-rounders, and the options available to you are Glenn Maxwell, Andre Russell, Venkatesh, Iyer, Sunil Narine, Shakib Al Hasan and Shahbaz Ahmed. Out of these players, the all-rounders that we will suggest you will be number 1, Glenn Maxwell, without any doubt, one of the most successful all-rounders of IPL 2021. In this season of the IPL, Glenn Maxwell played 14 matches and scored 498 runs. His IPL career, he has only hit 650s from the year 2012 to 2020. But in the year 2021 itself, Glenn Maxwell has hit 650s, most by him in a single season. If we talk about his record against Kolkata Knight Riders, then Glenn Maxwell has played 15 innings and scored 339 runs at a strike rate of 151. KKR has 4 left-handed batsmen out of 7. Glenn Maxwell is a right-arm off spinner, and he could really trouble the left-handed batting lineup of KKR. Apart from this, the young batsman all-rounder Venkatesh Iyer, who has literally grabbed the eyeballs of the selectors and experts. Venkatesh Iyer needs to be there in your team, because in the year IPL 2021, Venkatesh Iyer has played 7 matches but scored 239 runs with an average of 40 and a strike rate of 130. He has picked 5 catches and picked 3 wickets, which gives you more fantasy points on fantasy platforms because of his bowling and fielding. So Venkatesh Iyer could be very valuable for your Fantasy 11 team. He made his debut against Royal Challengers Bangalore and scored a match-winning 41 of just 27 deliveries, and therefore it will be an interesting match to watch Venkatesh Iyer play against Royal Challengers Bangalore. The third all-rounder that we will suggest you will be from Kolkata Knight Riders, which is Sunil Narine. Since Andre Russell is not playing for KKR due to injury issues, Sunil Narine has to be there in your team as an all-rounder. In IPL 2021, Sunil Narine has played 11 matches and picked 10 wickets. If we talk about Sunil's record against RCB, he is the highest wicket-taking bowler from KKR, who has picked 16 wickets against RCB. His second career best bowling figure, which is 4 wickets of 19 runs, came against RCB. Countering the giant batsmen like AB de Villiers and Glenn Maxwell, KKR will definitely need the spin bowling all-rounder Sunil Narine in the team. Sunil Narine also holds a record against RCB, the highest runs by any team in a power play, which is 105 runs, was a record partnership between Chris Lean and Sunil Narine, and this came against no other team but Royal Challengers Bangalore. Given the strong batting record against Royal Challengers Bangalore, we definitely suggest Sunil Narine in your Fantasy 11 team. So those were the all-rounders, and now talking about the last segment, which is the bowlers. You have got many bowling options with you, which is Harshal Patel, Mohammad Siraj, Yuzvendra Chahal, Varun Chakravarti, Loki Ferguson and Shivam Mavi. Out of these bowlers, the bowlers that we will suggest you for your Fantasy 11 team for maximum fantasy points will be number 1, Harshal Patel. The Harshal Purple Patel, as people call him on Twitter. He has played in the IPL 2021 14 matches and picked 30 wickets. Purple cap holder, 2 wickets away from Dwayne Bravo's record of maximum IPL wickets, 11 wickets in the 20th over, and a death over specialist for a reason. Apart from Harshal Patel, the second bowler that we will suggest you will be from KKR, which is Varun Chakravarti. In IPL 2021, Varun Chakravarti has played 14 matches and picked 16 wickets. When KKR faced RCB in the second leg of the IPL, the records and the statistics of Varun Chakravarti are really impressive. 4 overs, 13 runs and 3 wickets against RCB. Clean bowled Glenn Maxwell, and that shows the class of Varun Chakravarti. A strong weapon against the top RCB bowling lineup. Mystery spinner Varun Chakravarti will be a player to look out for. Apart from these 2 players, the third bowler that we will suggest will be Shivam Mavi. In IPL 2021, Shivam Mavi has played 6 matches and picked 9 wickets. If we talk about his latest figures against Rajasthan Royals, then 3.1 overs, 21 runs and 4 wickets. Shivam Mavi was declared the man of the match. You get him for lesser credits and he will give you more Fantasy 11 points. He bowls at a pace of 140 to 145 km, and therefore Shivam Mavi could be a very valuable bowler for your Fantasy 11 team. If you are someone who makes teams on fantasy platforms like Dream 11 or My Circle 11, and if you have to pick a captain or a vice captain, the Crictips power players will be Venkatesh, Iyer and Glenn Maxwell. Now this is going to be a very interesting match because all the Virat Kohli fans want the last match of Virat Kohli to be the finals of the IPL 2021. They want RCB to lift its maiden IPL trophy, and all the SRK fans are cheering for Kolkata Knight Riders, hoping that KKR wins the IPL trophy for the 3rd time. The losing team is out of this tournament and therefore a very high stakes match. So that was the complete match analysis and a team prediction video. I hope you liked it. Share it with all your friends who makes teams on such fantasy platforms, and please subscribe to the Crictips channel where we bring you such analytical content each and every day. 3 more matches to go for the IPL, 3 important key crucial matches. Stay connected to the Crictips where we will keep bringing you such cricketing content. We'll see you again on this very channel. Till then, thank you and goodbye.